I want to walk through feeding my starter with you guys. I've had a lot of questions about the consistency of my starter. You'll see here I'm adding 30 grams of my sourdough starter to this jar, fresh, clean jar. And it is pretty runny, and it's because this starter has been sitting on my counter for a couple of days, unfed, unloved, because life has just gotten busy. So next I'm going to add 125 grams of filtered water, and I'm going to stir that in very well. And then once I get that stirred in, I'm going to add my all-purpose flour into the jar. I don't recommend that you start your own starter. Everybody I've talked to that has tried to do that has had weeks and weeks of frustration. Get some starter from a friend, order it online, whatever you have to do. But fast forward to the fun part of making sourdough so that you're not frustrated with the process of starting your starter. That's just my personal opinion on it. So I just added 140 grams of the flour. This is the all-purpose organic flour from Kirkland or Costco. I have tried bread flour before and I didn't see that much of a difference, and so I stock up when I go to Costco, placing a washcloth under the jar just to keep from making a lot of noise, and I am scraping this down. I sped up the video, but this is really taking a lot of time to make sure that the flour is all combined in the water. Now this is the feeding process that I do when I'm just using my starter for myself. When I have to ramp up starter to provide enough for 20 people to have starter for a class, I go through a different process, and I'll make a video on that someday. I love this silicone scraper. It is a dual-ended silicone scraper, and it is awesome. And then I use this lid. It's a wooden top with a silicone gasket, and then I place a rubber band around it to mark my levels.